Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the Gatorade Hoop Center for the 5th Annual Slam Rising Stars Classic 2018, live on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. And now let's call out the teams for the 5th Annual Slam Rising Stars Classic 2018. First is Team Hype. A forward from the Manila 5, Joaquin Manuel. A center from De La Salle Sobel, number 6, Raven Cortez. A forward also from the Ateneo de Manila, number 7, Jason Cruz. A guard from the Colegio de San Juan de Letran, number 8, Neil Tolentino. Also at guard from National University, number 10, Terence Forte. A guard from Far Eastern University and a member of the UAAP Mythical Team, number 11, L.J. Gonzalez. A guard also from Shanghai Tech College, the PCABL Finals MVP, number 14, John Galinato. A forward from the Lyceum of the Philippines University, number 18, Mac Guadagna. A center from the Mapua University, the NCAA MVP, number 19, Will Gosson. Last but not least, a forward from the University of Santo Tomas, the UAAP Juniors MVP, number 27, CJ Cancino. Team Hype is coached by Joe Silva. And Simon and Cecil. Once again, give it up for the Slam Rising Stars Classic 2018 Team Hype! And now let's call out the players from Team Punks. A guard from San Beda University, number 4, Evan Nelly. Another guard from Mapua University, number 5, Clint Escamis. A guard from Shanghai Sec College, number 9, Jason Salis. A forward from Ateneo de Manila and a member of the UAAP Mythical Team, number 10, Dave Ildefonso. A center from the Ateneo de Manila and the UAAP Finals MVP, number 11, Kai Soto. A forward from National University, number 13, Ryan Amsali. A center from Arellano University and a member of the NCAA Mythical Team, number 14, Aaron Fermin. A forward from Mapua University and also a member of the NCAA Mythical Team, number 15, Warren Bonifacio. A guard from Fort Eastern University, number 17, RJ Abarrientos. Also at guard from the Lyceum of the Philippines University, number 18, Vincent Conana. And another guard from Adamson University, number 21, So M. Sabanda. The punts is coached by Olson Rosella, Gian Nazario, and Alan Albano. Once again, give it up for Team Punks. We would also like to thank our Slam Rising Stars Classic alumni, Arvin Tolentino, Tyler Tio, Gian Mamuyak, and Wendell Comboy, for being with us this evening. Once again, these are the participants for the 5th Annual Slam Rising Stars Classic 2018.
We are greeting you from the Gatorade Hoop Center in Mandaluyong City, where 25 of the best high school basketball players in the country are set to showcase their talents in the annual Slam Rising Stars Classic 2018. This is the 5th edition of this exciting annual event, and you're watching it live and exclusively on SNA and SNA HD. Team Hype versus Team Punks, and we are ready to witness the future of Philippine basketball. Hello and good evening, everybody. For ABS-CBN Sports, I'm Boom Gonzalez together with Coach Ronnie Magsanok. A little later on, we'll be joined by Bea Diaz, who will be roving the Gatorade Hoop Center to do a lot of the reporting and the interviews with these promising high school players. Coach Ronnie, when it comes to an event like this, the Slam Rising Stars in general, what do you look out for in general?
Well, definitely their maturity, their development, and their readiness if ever they are graduating already to make it to the next level.
All right, 2018 edition ito. We did say that we have done this already for the past 4 years, and these are the results so far. And you also accompanied with the results. You see some big names.
Right, of course. Right now, these two teams are tied with 2 wins apiece in the course of the last 4 years. And you also take a look at the MVP recipients in the last 4 years dating back to 2014. Incidentally, in the last 4 years for the UAAP, yung mga Rookie of the Year in the UAAP have come from this event. And this is exactly what the goal is for some of these players, simply because some of them will cross over to the college level pretty soon.
And some of them will stay in high school, of course, kasi may mga
marami,
second
marami.
year, third year.
Marami.
But some will already go into college. And for some of our viewers, for sure, Coach Ronnie, some of them know the names. Some of them are going to be introduced for the very first time. And that's what's exciting about this event that you're watching here on SNA. And maganda going into year number 5. Coach Ronnie, tablahan tayo.
Totoo yan.
Diba?
2 apiece.
Right.
2 wins apiece.
Right.
Correct.
With Team Punks and Team Hype. All right. And speaking of Hype, let's check out the team profile and look at the names. You heard the introduction earlier. You saw the call out. These are the names. These are the coaches who will stand out.
And of course, co-coaches Gian Nazario of De La Salle Sobel will mentor this team together with the UAAP legend, Olsen Rosella. Of course, CJ Cancino will banner this unit. He is the UAAP MVP of the recent season. And so, itong si Will Gozum na siya namang NCAA MVP. Gozum, of course, played for the Red Robins, will be going back to the Fighting Maroons na kung saan nanggaling siya sa Junior Maroons some years back. A lot of big name players also in that roster. Let's see how well they will start out and play throughout this match versus Team Punk.
Quickly, an update. Joaquin Manuel, I believe, injured. So he came out during the call out and with that boot, the fractured foot. So he won't be able to see action today, but he is with Team Hype here at the Gatorade Hoop Center. Why is there so much conversation about CJ Cancino? Yes, we know about what he has done in terms of the MVP, the Mythical 5. But what impresses you the most, Coach Ron?
Well, I believe that the versatility is really what attracts a lot of scouts to try and get the services of CJ Cancino. The former Tiger Cup is not leaving the premises of the oldest university in the country. He is moving over to Coach Alden Ayo as a Golden Tiger. And they're hoping that somehow the impact that this young man will create will be enough to turn a basketball program that has won only limited games over the course of the last 2 years.
Just in case you forgot that little detail that Coach Ronnie talked about, Coach Alden Ayo will be
the newest
right?
head coach for UST.
Kung sakali lang nakalimutan lang nila. That's the development going into Season 81 of the UAP Basketball Tournament. All right, 2 wins for Team Hype in 4 years, 2 wins for Team Punk. Let's talk about them. Let's look at the lineup for Team Punks. They've got 9 players today. So they're mas konti ang ilalaro nila ngayon. There are some players who won't be available for today. Let's run through them.
Konti ang ilalaro pero mas marami silang minutong
Totoo yan.
maglalaro.
Totoo yan.
And this is going to be the challenge for Coach Joe Silva and co-coach Simon Neciso to try and balance the unit that they have. Of course, Ryan Amsali will head the roster, but we also have to take a look at Evan Nelly, who was the finals MVP for the San Beda Red Cubs some years back, making his return dito sa ating Rising Stars and hoping against hope that somehow he can once again resurrect the expertise and the excellence that he showed 2 years ago in the NCAA.
Of course, they're in good hands with their coach.
Siyempre naman.
Just in case you forgot, Coach Joe Silva, of course, will be the one for Team...
Two-time UAAP champion coach.
That's right, for Team Punks. And then the center of attention, obviously, much talked about, and deservingly so. He will be in the middle of all of this today. It will be Kai Soto, of course.
Last year, he was the Rookie of the Year in the UAP. Last year, he was a gold medalist in the Siaba Tournament under 16. This year, he was the finals MVP, and he is already a UAAP champion at age 15. One of the youngest competitors. You're barely scratching the surface of the potential that this young man has. Year after year, one milestone after the other, and he is definitely the next most important big man in Philippine basketball.
And Philippine basketball is in great hands because of these rising stars. There have been some great products of the program in the last 4 years, and we'll talk more about them as we go along. It is Team Hype versus Team Punks. We are 2-2 going into year number 5, and we're coming right back with tip-off right here on SNA.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the 5th annual Rising Stars Classic Slam 2018 underway. First up, the Stars for Team Hype. And Summer versus England Lopez. At forward, number 19, Will Gusson. And at the other forward, number 27, CJ Cancino. Those are the starters for Team Hype. And now starting for Team Punks. At center, number 11, Kai Soto. At forward, number 13, Ryan Amsali. At guard, number 17, RJ Abarientos. Playing forward, number 18, Vincent Conanan. And at the other guard, number 21, Joem Sabandal.
Again, thanks for joining us here at the Gatorade Hoops Center. Starters for Team Hype and Team Punks. We're split right in the middle going into year number 5. I've had the luck and the fortune and opportunity, Coach Ronnie, to be here in the first 4 years of Slam Rising Stars. I was the first year, it was a small event that I hosted.
Yes.
No coverage, no nothing. You know, it was amongst the parents and the enthusiasts and coaches and all of that. And then obviously it got bigger and bigger every year. 2nd, 3rd, 4th year, we were here as spectators, as fans, and as interested scouts of future talent. And now we are here at year 5. And boy, we have, you know, Slam as the Rising Stars has produced some great names. You're talking about, you know, Ravenas, the Comboys, the Tios, the Melesios, and a whole host of others.
And will produce a lot more
Exactly.
in the next coming years. And right now, a lot of really good talents that you can see here. That's why earlier I saw several coaches already trying to just keep a keen eye on the upcoming talents who will graduate and move over to the university level.
Some of them, of course, have made commitments already to certain
Meron na tayong
schools,
listahan, no?
right?
Like for example, Will Gozo will go back to the Fighting Maroons after moving from the Junior Maroons to the Red Robins and winning a championship and winning an MVP award as well. I was going to play for Coach Bo Perasol next year and the Fighting Maroons. And then LJ Gonzalez and RJ Abarientos.
FEU.
Oh, for
Tama ba,
FEU.
no?
Who are helped Coach Alan Albano win the championship 2 years ago.
And of course, FEU is known for their great guards.
Oo naman. Pangalan pa lang.
And speaking of, Abarientos knocking down the 3.
Pamangkin ni Johnny A. Itong si RJ Abarientos. Instrumental in the title run for FEU a couple of years ago.
Look at that. Look, another look at that spot up 3. 9-2. Ang ating talaan, Punks ahead. Naiwanan agad sa gilid. And another knockdown 3. Gonzalez nagmamadali.
Hindi ko pa nasasabi yung percentage ni RJ Barrientos. Kumakarera na. On the flip side, itong si Gonzalez.
12-2 is our score. As I said in the pregame, we are joined at courtside by Bea Diaz. Bea, go ahead, please.
The movement coach Ronnie got to talk to the players before the game, and they all share the same feeling. They're all oozing with excitement and honor to be given the privilege to play in this 5th Slam Rising Stars event, and they're not afraid to admit to me that this is actually one of their goals, as they see this as a milestone for them in their young careers. And for players such as Gozum, Ildefonso, Gonzalez, and just to name a few, with who are all on their second straight appearance, they feel the pressure actually to play even better, given that they're also on their graduating year. But nonetheless, expect all the players to be competitive, as they are out to prove that they can excel while playing alongside the best of the best in high school. That's all for now. Back to you, Boom and Coach Ron.
And of course, Bea was here last year also. She did the TV coverage for SNA, so she's also back here. And back where she, this is obviously her playground.
Her roots.
Too. Her playground, yeah, that's right, her roots. 12-4 is our score. And if you saw the results earlier, Coach Ronnie, pinakita mo kanina yung results natin of all the 4 games. Hindi nagkakalayuan yan, ha?
Hindi talaga. Yung margin of victory is +3 in 2014, +5 in 2015, +5 in 2016. Last year was the biggest advantage, +6, of course, in favor of Team Hype.
Coach Olsen Rosella?
Hindi nagbabago, no?
Hindi talaga. Kai Soto, okay, Coach Ronnie, your thoughts on the guy? We all know what has been said about him. We've seen what he could do, especially from a defensive standpoint, but your general thoughts on Kai?
Well, I've seen this young man when he was still a toddler.
Yes, I know.
Kasi naglaro sa amin si Ervin Soto many years ago.
That is right.
And I saw him grow up. But when I saw him about 2 weeks ago in the UAP Finals sa juniors, I was surprised at how tall he has become and how good he has developed. There's no doubt that he has a bright future ahead of him. Pero yung pinakita niya na triple-double, which was the first since 2003, and the way he dominated the finals, that is just a glimpse of what he can do for Ateneo and for the rest of Philippine basketball.
And on cue, a rim rattler from the 15-year-old.
Agility, may tira, may free throw, may depensa. Pag kapal pa yung katawan niyan, ang hirap ng kalaban niyan.
Which, of course, you gotta give time to a 15-year-old.
It will happen eventually.
To grow into his body.
He's one of the youngest, I believe, is only in grade 9. Oh.
In the meantime, umahabol dito.
Dalawa lang silang grade 9 eh. Yung isa ay si Raven Cortez, who is also a defensive demon, a human eraser, was also a part of that Siaba team that played and won the gold medal together with Kai Soto and Terence Fortea.
Saling. Crossing over.
Galing gumalaw nitong batang ito para power forward.
Tries to save the ball. It's saved to RJ. Goes to the other side. And a nice tip block there. And a breakaway.
And could be signs of things to come. Will Gosum throwing that forward pass to Diego Dario or Paul Desiderio, and even Juan Gomez de Liano, a former MVP of the Rising Stars. But in that last sequence, I believe it was Galinato was the recipient of that extremely nice-looking forward pass.
And here comes Hype, trying to come back here in this game. They're down to 5. Galinato. Soto is there, but regardless, CJ Cancino.
Right.
What a story for this kid.
Yes. He lost narrowly the Rookie of the Year award to Kai Soto last year, and then turned out to be the top player in the UAP just this season rather.
So look at that.
Not an easy pass to catch, but an even harder basket to make against the 7-1 rim protector in Kai Soto. Jason Credo was a part of the title run for Coach Joe Silva a few weeks ago. Takes out Will Gozum. May iwan pa itong si Jason Credo. Mamamaalam na si SJ Belangel sa hanay ng Ateneo Blue Eaglets.
And a timeout, I believe, called by Coach Olsen here. The lead is down to 3, 16-13. Nice generational two big men there.
Ganda, oh.
David Defonso,
Yes.
Daniel Defonso, Junmar Fajardo, of course, Coach Bo Berasol, and the slasher,
Right, a part of the think tank of the Fighting Maroons.
Yes.
Or looking to make it to the playoffs for the first time in a long while. I believe since the time of Paulo Mendoza, who's now coaching the Junior Maroons.
Will Gozum will check in here for Raven Cortez. The two youngsters, Cortez and Kai Soto, early showdown here. The Bucks versus Hype. Bucks are ahead by 3. Make that 5.
Really exciting to see the transition of these elite high school players as they move over to the collegiate ranks. Cancino is graduating. Langhel is also graduating. Gozum and LJ Gonzalez. John Galinato, Joaquin Manuel and Jason Credo. Plus itong si Bonifacio at si Evanelye.
Kai Soto towering over everybody for the putback for the 7-point lead. Inside, Gozum gets stripped, recovers against 2 players. And this is, as we know, high school basketball. They're just running and gunning left and right.
Pace is not the problem
No,
for them.
not at all.
Up-tempo, forward passes, open court plays, transition attacks. Just pushing and foot speed, pushing the ball and using their foot speed is something that's always a part of the DNA of high school ballers.
Platoon substitution for Coach Olsen Rosella, Coach Ronnie. Try to give everybody a chance to get some minutes here, and that's what
Yes, of course.
That's what we usually see in the last 4
Yan ang
years.
pinakamahirap dyan, yung balanse mo yung mga minuto.
Tapos sa fourth quarter.
Didiin mo na.
Yan na,
Kung sino yung tingin mo na pamato mo. And of course, based on how you also have bred the game has run. And of course, Gian Nazario is a part of the staff ni Coach Olsen Rosella, holds a 2-1 lead over Coach Joe Silva sa kanilang head-to-head dito sa Rising Stars.
Yan. Now Warren Bonifacio, another Mapua Red Robin checking in.
Jose din yan, also part of the mythical 5. Itong si Warren Bonifacio together with Joel Cagulangan, Inan Cornelius, and Aaron Fermin.
Nothing there for Hype, but they get it back. Gozum trying to show some magic underneath.
A very good rebounder, really. Also a double-double average this year for the Mapua Red Robins.
Nelly missing, and again 3 on 2 on the other end, but they waste the opportunity. I also see the Rivero brothers checking in, coming into the Gatorade's Hoop Center. Another product of the Rising Stars. 21-13. Nelly. And here comes Team Hype once again, but losing it to Celis. Back and forth action.
Grabe yan, tulin, ano? Tulin at mas matulin.
And Fortea loses it again. Celis with a left-handed drive.
Nice sequence for Celis. A takeaway, and then moving forward and attacking, scoring his first 2 points.
Oh, what a pass by Credo. But Fortea unable to finish. Here comes Celis again. This time Wild on the drive. Shot left-handed finish. Jason Celis. Oh, bagong pasok. Kanina, the platoon substitution. Nelly knocking down the step-back 3 gives us the biggest lead of the game at 26-13. Back in a moment. The aforementioned Rivera brothers in attendance. Here, the Gatorade Hoop Center, a place that they are very familiar with. Products of the Slam Rising Stars. There was, I want to talk about Richie Rivera. There was a moment for him. He didn't score that much in his 2016 stint. I think it was 10 points, but he rose up for this breakaway two-handed slam that kung hindi mo kilala si Richie Rivera prior to that,
Nagpakilala.
yun siya nagpakilala.
Has made a big name for himself in college, of course, together with his older brother. Prince Rivera was a high school sensation for the LaSalle Green Hills team.
That's Terrence Fortea. The NU Bullpup knocking it down.
Also a Batang Gilas member, a gold medalist as well.
Nelly, umiinit dito, Coach Ronnie.
Kailangan dahil sa ngayon, ang Punks iniiwan ng Team Hype up by 13. After a timeout earlier ni Coach Joe Silva, they were able to score on a basket, but they lose the ball once again. Ito ang problema nila, turnovers leading into easy transition baskets for the Black Shirts.
And in a game like this where hyper speed itong mga dalawang kupunan na to, the turnover is going to be a big number. Top of the circle, 3. Straight and true for Warren Bonifacio.
And this is also one big plus for Team Punks. 3-point shooting, that will be their 4th. 12 of the first 31 coming from beyond the arc. Dalawa kay Barrientos, isa kay Nelly, at isa dito kay Bonifacio.
Gosum comes up short on the 3. They get the offensive rebound. And despite the good defense there of Aaron Fermin, Team Hype able to score.
Mostly inside baskets for Team Hype, really, compared to inside and outside for Team Punks.
Bonifacio, they swing it to the other side. And another 3 knocked down. This is Jason Celis this time. And a timeout will be called. It is Coach Joe Silva calling this one. We will be back. We're back with you here on SMA from the Gatorade Hoops Center. We're doing the Rising Stars Classic 2018, and as Coach Ronnie said, it is 3-point shooting that is killing Coach Joe Silva's Team Hype.
And that accuracy from beyond the arc has rated a 17-point bubble, the biggest, the largest, and in the first quarter so far. 15 of the first 34 of Team Punks coming from beyond the arc.
2:13 remaining in the first. Valentino. An 18-footer cut the lead down to 15. Coach Joe Silva shouting from the sideline. Escamis underneath. And a turnover. Team Hype trying to come back here. Nice move by Terence Fortea.
Nice floater coming from the Bullpup. Was a huge part of that initial success for Coach Golpin Monteverdes. They were able to beat CJ Cancino and the rest of UST in that semifinal encounter.
Gosum with a good recovery there on defense, which leads to this. And a sorry miss for Neil Tolentino. Jason Celis. Nelly using the screen. Settles for 3. Gets it to go.
Is that a finals MVP for nothing? 6'4" Nelly off the bench.
And Gonzalez tries to draw the foul, and he does. His pass. But the finish.
Sayang, ano could have been a 6-point run for the white shirts. Instead, this pride of the Red Cubs comes back on the return play, shows us what he can do with the 2-man game, that pick and roll, taking a 3 from that nice ball screen.
Oh, way out for Thea with 7 points so far, Coach Ronnie.
He has been the catalyst dito sa fight back para dito sa team ng Coach Joe Silva.
Cancino just came back into the game, nowhere to go on that one. Nalunod. Nelly stops, pops. The
He reminds me so much of an Olsen Rosella contra Chempo Pomreno.
10 puntos.
10 puntos off the bench. Second unit scoring also. Very heavy here for Team Punks.
Nice fake. Drive. The kick out. Cancino knocks down the 3.
If he's going to be consistent with that 3-point shot, he's going to be an impact player right away for Coach Aldin Ayo. Incidentally, David Defonso also coming in.
Yep. Nakilakay, nandyan na. A second to play. And if Defonso is blocked, after all that fast-paced action, Team Punks ahead by a dozen. 39-27 behind the hot shooting of guys like Nelly, Barrientos.
Barrientos.
And then a few inside points from Kai Soto. Umabol ng bahagya dito ang Team Hype. Umakyat to sa 17, di ba, Coach?
Tama. Sumampa ito kanina sa 34-17 bago isang magandang habol dito sa bandang dulo para dito sa Team Hype.
We're live on SNA and we'll take a break. We'll be back.